It's been a while since we did a motherboard video here, huh? So today on the chopping block we have the MSI PRO X870E-P, which will cost you $300, which is right now the exact same price as MSI's also pretty good Tomahawk X870 motherboard. So that begs the question, why should you go for it? Well, starting off with the power delivery, here we have 14 plus 2 plus 1 power phases rated at a maximum of 60 amps, and I say the same thing I say every time, that is still more than enough and you really don't have to worry about that. It does also have the two full 8 pins for CPU power, and when it comes to memory overclocking, MSI themselves rated at a maximum of 8200 mega transfers per second. Then moving down to PCIe expansion, here we have a nice 4 PCIe slots for you to play with, though odds are most people won't need that many, with the primary one being, as you can imagine, 16 lanes of Gen 5 goodness. Then you also have 2 additional 16x slots, with one of them offering 4 Gen 4 lanes and the other just 1 Gen 3 lane, and finally you do also have a Gen 3 1 lane slot, which is nice to see because they're kind of becoming an endangered species. Plus you also get 3 various M.2 slots, with the main one being Gen 5 and the other 2 being Gen 4. And given how it is an X870E chipset we are talking about here, you don't have to worry about losing lanes or some slots becoming disabled when you put something in other slots and whatever. It gets confusing in a lot of cheaper motherboards, but here you don't have to worry about it. You can populate all of the slots and you won't have to worry about some slots not working anymore. Plus, to top things off, you do get 4 SATA connectors, which I still hate that most motherboards have downgraded from 6, but I know that most people won't be using that many anyway, so I guess I shouldn't be complaining. Anyway, then moving to the rear I/O, here we do have 8 various USB Type A ports, which is actually 1 less than Tomahawk, and also 1 40 gigabit per second Type C port and 1 20 gigabit one. You also have HDMI for integrated graphics, 5 gigabit Ethernet, which is a big selling point for MSI this generation on most of the boards, even if most people don't have a need for that, Wi-Fi 7, and unfortunately just 3 audio jacks. However, it only uses the AOC 897 codec for audio, which at this price is kind of disappointing, meaning that it's kind of difficult to get excited about anything about this board, especially when there's others at around the same price or cheaper that offer pretty much the same thing. The biggest selling point is just the fact that it is a pretty affordable way to get into the X870E chipset if you're going to be using a lot of those PCIe lanes. Most people aren't. Most people are just going to put in a single graphics card and maybe 2 M.2 SSDs max. However, if you are going to be using quite a few of those lanes, then this could be something you could consider. Then there's also the fact that its black and silver aesthetic may not match too many builds either. And like MSI's own Tomahawk, it also doesn't have any RGB if those flashing lights are so important to you. But still, if you want to get this board yourself, then a link to it will be down in the video description below, where you're also going to find a Patreon, because even a single $1 a month truly goes a long way. Plus huge thanks to Gavin Burns, Tristan Rage, and Ronyak Balash Patrick Harrison, not a pseudonym, Meg Sumner, and Shane Allcroft. But anyway, that's what it's. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.